Laura Gregg with LG Health and Beauty. So earlier today, I posted a video about beauty wine and how to tutorial, very quick. I try to keep those videos super short, but I wanted to pop back on and do one more video where I showed you a little bit more about the theory behind the shape of an eyebrow. So I've filled in both of my brows, and I'm just going back in and removing the color off of one because I want to show you the true shape of my brow. Remember, when you're removing any type of product off your eyebrow, you want to go with the brow hair growth. You don't go against it because you're going to end up ripping hair out and causing unnecessary hair loss. And we want to keep our hair on our eyebrows for as long as we can. As we age, our brows do thin, as do the rest of the hair on our body. So you want to be gentle with your eyebrows. I've seen people who have shaved their eyebrows off thinking this was a great trend in the 60s, and they would pencil their eyebrows in, and now they have no hair. And they have to pencil, or they have to go and be tattooed or microbladed to give themselves an eyebrow. And, you know, eyebrows are important. They are the frame to the window of your soul. And you want your eyebrows to be beautiful and full and natural, not overly dramatic unless you're doing stage shows or fashion shows, and there's some drama to what you're doing. But an everyday eyebrow should just be nice, neat, natural, clean, not overly, attracting attention to your face. It should be your face that the attention is getting, not your eyebrows. So with that said, the key to a good eyebrow is where it starts, where it stops, where it arches. And I don't have my pencil or my brow comb, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I always start by combing my brow. Now the theory is 90, center, 45, okay? From the corner of your eye, you come up 90 degrees. Now for me, I have always left a little bit here because I don't like that real sharp angle. I like a little softer look, so I do leave a little more hair here. But I try not to go too far this direction because then it can really drag the eye down and it can make you look angry, and it can create this depth right in here that gives a shadow, and it can give you a darker look to your eyes. Okay, so you do 90 degrees is where you start tweezing, and you tweeze in between here and the 90 degree over here. And then you keep this area pretty full. So where the main hair is, you can tweeze. Once you get the idea of where your hair line is, you can absolutely keep this top area tweezed. And if you've got any cleanup down here, but you want to make sure that you're not, constantly picking the hairs off of here, because then you're going to end up with this thin little line of hair, and you're not going to be able to shape or style it. You're going to just end up with a line. So you want to keep this fuller in through here. And then at the center of the eye is where you start your arch. So as you see here, my brow starts to thin upwards slowly. Now I like a thicker, more natural brow, so I keep this pretty full even still. And then I thin it as I go to the side. Now I do get hair down in through here, so I have to clean this up. But the rule of thumb is a 45-degree angle from the corner of your eye to the edge of the end of your brow. And it should gradually thin to a point. And then, of course, you'll thin the hair at the top to make sure that you're getting that look. But that's why it's important to comb out your brow and make sure that your hair is groomed nicely, and then you can tweeze from there. If you have a really light eyebrow, you probably don't have to groom quite as much because you can use your shadow to fill in, and that excess hair will will help you give a little more volume to your powder and give you a thicker appearance to your brow versus, trying to really sculpt it and then go back in and fill it in. I would recommend filling it in and making sure the hair that you've got, there's enough there that you can actually fill it in with the powder and then tweeze. That's a helpful hint. So it's 90, center, 45 degrees. That's the idea. Now, whether your hair grows up like mine does, or you have a straighter hair and it grows kind of down, it's still the same theory. You're still doing the same thing. And if you want to try and train your brows to, go up, use a little hairspray on your brow brush or use some brow gel. And there are colored gels, so you can absolutely go out and find a colored gel that you like. Now, make sure that you're going either the shade of your brow or slightly lighter, unless you're a blonde. And then you can go slightly darker, but you want to stay within your color range. If you start to go too brown or too black, it's going to be way too dramatic and people are going to look at your eyebrows and not your face. And we want them to look at your face because your face is beautiful. So my main tool is tweezing. I used to have my brows waxed a long time ago, and I, kept them shaped from the waxing. I tend to shy away from a lot of waxing nowadays because all the ripping and pulling can prematurely age the skin, and so we don't want those extra lines and wrinkles. And so I can get away with occasionally tweezing, and because I've been tweezing now since I was maybe 18, 19, and being waxed since that time, and I'm 46 now. A lot of the hair in here is very fine now, so it's just little teeny hairs as well as right along here. And occasionally I'll go in and I'll wax and I'll clean up the fuzz that I get on the top, or maybe I've let this go a little bit and I need to get that touched up. You can thread. Threading basically is using a 100% cotton thread, and it scissors. It acts like a scissor and it cuts the hair. What I have noticed with this is the hair right along here on the edge gets cut, and so you've got these little pieces that stick up. But what I recommend is tell your person to leave the hair through here a little longer because it helps to fill your brow in. It gives some thickness to that area. Now, if you've got a long hair that sticks out to here, obviously you want to cut it down. But I have noticed that it's very trendy right now to cut this super short along the top. But that hair can absolutely give you some thickness if you brush it correctly. So that's really pretty much it. If you want to see how I fill my brow in, go over and check out the other video. I will put a link in the comment section, but it is also in the list of how-to makeup tutorials and beauty wine. And you will see my lovely face with my hair pulled back today. I did that so you could see my eyebrows and my bangs weren't falling in the way. So I hope that this video finds you well. I hope you learned something today. If there's something you need me to clarify in the video, or you have a question, or there's another content item that you would like me to post about with holistic skincare or makeup, please give me a shout out, let me know, and be sure to like the video and subscribe. Also, go find me on Instagram at LG Health and Beauty. I post a lot of stuff there as well. All right, I'll see you all later. Hope you have a good one. Ciao.